Libya is emerging from 4 decades of dictatorship, and these will be no ordinary elections. It's a country almost devoid of a strong civic society, and where allegiances to your tribe can be stronger than those to the state. It's against this background that many Libyans are making political choices for the first time. For some, rebuilding a broken economy is a priority, but for others, the sheer joy of being able to vote is enough.
I cannot ignore the economic situation. I cannot ignore that. But the most important thing is that every Libyan now feeling that he is free, and I am sure that every Libyan is enthusiastic to see a new future for our coming generation.
Hundreds of candidates are standing for a new National Assembly, which will oversee the drafting of a constitution. It's a complicated process, and this group, founded by a British-based Libyan, gives lessons in the basic mechanics of democracy.
In Libya there was only one thing, there was only one voice, there was only one decision making, that was Gaddafi. There was no civil society, there were no state institutions that could be called state institutions, and whilst it was a problem because it left a real void, it's actually a good thing in a way that we're actually working on a blank canvas now.
There's less enthusiasm in some parts of eastern Libya. In Benghazi, tensions at polling stations are high, and there have been calls for a boycott by those who say the assembly will be dominated by candidates from Tripoli.
We don't want anybody, either a government or a Congress, to run our business. We want to run our business ourselves.
Security is perhaps the biggest issue in this election. Libya is awash with guns, and many of the heavily armed militias who control vast swathes of this country have yet to stand down or hand over their weapons to what is, after all, a weak central government. With reports that a helicopter carrying ballot papers had been shot and forced to land in eastern Libya tonight, there are concerns there could be more election violence in some parts of the country. Wira Davis, BBC News, Tripoli.